and welcome to day 11 here in the 24 days of building more muscle with calisthenics. Today's two tips are about helping you build more muscle, particularly in your lower body, and the best way to address pull-up issues if you don't really have access to a pull-up bar. So two of the biggest mistakes that people often make when they're trying to build muscle with calisthenics is they neglect their leg training, or they're doing their leg training in a very kind of sloppy, haphazard way, which makes it more difficult to build up the legs. And this is a problem because if we really want to add muscle to our frame, a little more than half of it is in your lower body. So you're neglecting a lot of your potential. So there's two things we need to do. One is make sure your leg training is just as regular and serious as your upper body training, but we have to make sure that we're making it more about building strength and muscle than some sort of circus tricks. And this is also a challenge because a lot of folks, when they're trying to do like single leg squats and stuff, they get all wibbly and wobbly and they have trouble really putting a lot of effort in their lower body because their mobility or their stability is holding them back. And that's why one of the best ways to overcome this is to have just a little bit of upper body assistance. That way you're not utilizing too much of your lower body just for stability. So holding on to something like a vertical post or rings or suspension straps and just a little bit of assistance can give you just enough of the edge, so that way you're not being inhibited by a shortcoming in stability or mobility while allowing your legs to really work hard and to really push the reps into a high state of fatigue for your lower body. And then the second thing we have to address for today is access to something we can hang from, a pull-up bar. And there's a lot of videos out there and stuff, even on a couple on the RDB channel, where people are saying, if I don't have access to a pull-up bar, how do I still build up particularly my back and biceps? And yeah, bridges can kind of work a little bit for this, and there's a couple of kind of weird things you can do to sort of work your lats, but the bottom line is, if you want to have the best chance of building muscle and strength, particularly in your upper body, you have to have a place to hang. There's just no two ways about it. So there's one of three ways you can overcome this. You can either build a pull-up apparatus or a simple thing that you can loop over a bar. I've put a link down below in the description to a DIY apparatus that you can use. It's like gonna cost you like 10, 15 bucks at the most. You can buy one, like the Duonomic doorway pull-up handles or a simple cheap pull-up bar from Amazon, or you can just simply find one. You know, maybe you've got a gym in your apartment complex or some pull-up bars at the local park that you can find. So you either want to buy one, make one, or find one, but you do have to have some place to be able to hang. And don't worry too much if this is just a temporary thing, like, well, I'm on vacation, what do I do? Don't worry about it. If it's only a few days or even as much as a week and you don't have a place to hang, it's not really going to impact you very much. But if you regularly don't have access to a place to hang, you definitely want to remedy that by either finding one, buying one, or making one for yourself. Be sure to check out the micro workout down below in the description, as well as the links to all the videos that I've mentioned for the resources on pull-up bars and DIY projects. Here's the video for yesterday's building muscle with calisthenics approach, and this one will complement today's video as well. Thank you so much for watching. Likes, shares, and everything are greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Be fit and live free.